Alright guys, so I'm going to take you through our little catching lesson now. You know, there's two ways that we teach how to catch. We want to know how to catch when it's below our waist and when it's up above our head or coming directly at us. So these skills are important to know because, you know, you guys can play a sport like football or softball or baseball and or basketball even, where there's some type of ball you need to catch. So it is just good to have basic, you know, skills with catching because it'll translate to the sport or whatever activity you may be doing, and then you got to know how to catch the ball. But first, we need to make sure we have something to catch quick. So I'm by myself today, so I'll be throwing to myself. Some of you guys may have someone to throw with, or if not, you're by yourself. But it's okay because we can make that work too if we're by ourselves. So first, this is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using a tennis ball, and I'm using the tennis ball just because it's something nice. It's really light, it's bouncy, and this is also what I have. But if some of you guys don't have a ball, like baseball or softball, or any type of ball that's around your house, even a bouncy ball, anything like that, you can make something. So we can make a sock ball. So first, you want to get some socks. Make sure they're clean, okay? Because you don't want to play with any dirty socks. You might leave a nasty smell on your hands. So go up to your room, get a nice pair of clean socks, and then what we're going to do is we're going to line them up evenly, just like this, and then we're going to open up one of the holes right here, and we're just going to pull it over and pull everything through. So now we have our little homemade ball. That's simple. So if you don't have something, just try to go make a little sock ball, and then we can get going with our activity. So I'm going to put this down now. So the ways we teach how to catch are, we're going to start below the waist. So it's important to think like in football, if someone's throwing you a ball and it's down low, you got to drop it, you got to get your fingers together just like this to create like a little, almost think of it like a plate. You know, you're trying to create it together and secure the ball with your hands. So I'm just going to toss the ball up to myself, and then when it gets below my waist, you guys see me drop down and catch with my fingers. So throw it up, just like that. See, it's kind of like that little plate thing where when it's coming down as below your waist, you got to try to create like a little surface for it to fold into. So do it again, boom, just like that. Remember guys, I want you to try it now, but we have to make sure that when we bring them together, our fingers are just like this, they come together, we make a little plate, and once we get the ball, we secure it really tight. So I'll try it 3 times with you guys, and you go along with me, all right? So we have our ball, throw up, 1, another, 2, 3, perfect. So now that we know how to catch underhand, we're gonna move up a little bit. So now, maybe think of when we're playing basketball, and you're standing up and someone throws you the ball, you gotta squeeze and make sure you secure it. So, how we're gonna do that first is make a diamond with our hands. So this is always important to remember, even when you're catching a football or catching a basketball, we're gonna have to look at it. So, when someone's throwing you a football, you gotta look, put your hands out in front of you, and secure it. So almost, I want you guys to make a diamond with your hand right now, mirror me. Cool. So now that we have our diamond, we're going to try to throw. So it's a little hard because I don't have somebody with me, but we can still practice about throwing it up in the air. So here, diamond, squeeze. Diamond, squeeze. Diamond, squeeze. Perfect. So now, you guys are going to try it and I'm going to do it with you. So first, let's put our ball down, and then we're going to do our diamond. Move our diamond all around. This is how we're going to catch the ball. All right, ready? So we're just going to throw it up, and we got to get up before it gets below our waist. Just when it's below our face, all right? Diamond, catch. 1. Diamond, catch. 1. Diamond, catch. 1. Perfect. So now we did that 3 times, and now that's pretty much the same way that we're going to catch above our head. So we want to keep that diamond, but now this is important to understand the term hand-eye coordination. So I just told you guys how we're catching with our hand. You always have to see the ball, and that's a big part of what the diamond is as well. It's like looking through it and seeing where the ball is. So now when the ball's above our head, that's really when we have to look harder. So now look at this. When I throw it up, my eyes are going to track it all the way in, because when the ball comes up, you know, when it's up above your head, you can grab it. Say you look away and get your head, it can fall off like that. So we got to make sure when the ball gets above our head, we look all the way in, squeeze as hard as we can, and bring it in. So we're going to try that 3 times. I'm going to go with you guys. So first, diamond again. Look through the diamond, move up, move around, and now we're gonna catch it. Make sure you get it when it's above your head, all right? 1, squeeze, 2, 3, 3. Boom. So now, we know how to catch the ball now. We know that when we're below our waist, we're gonna make a little plate, put our fingers together just like this. When we're above our waist, below our head, it's a diamond, and when we're above our head, it's a diamond as well. Always making sure we look in.